Hello, this is Dr. Mia Luth. It is Thursday, July 9th, 2026. Approximately, my head doesn't bend this way right anymore. 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time, USA, New York, USA. And I went through the process of getting pain injections, 4 total, in what are called trigger points, pressure points, for fibromyalgia. I go between getting shots in my shoulder for osteoarthritis to shots in my back and neck for fibromyalgia and shots in my neck for osteoarthritis. And so I'm going to just say that, I don't care what anyone thinks. I do have the right to consider death with dignity, whether anybody likes that or not. Okay? Leave your moral crap out of it. Alright? It's not your decision. It's mine. My entire family's deceased people. And, I'm in constant pain 24 hours a day. And basically the trajectory of my life seems to be I'm going to have to be titanium from the neck down, because I need new hips, I need new shoulders, and I need new knees. Yeah, no. And none of you have given me any good reason to stay anyway, so this is what it's like to be a grown-up adult on planet Earth. I have to say this every single time. Yes, I'm 54 years old. True story. I did not have an easy life. And I'm sticking with the Winnipeg Jets. But let's hope I die before they do. Okay? These are real adult things that people need to think about, including having a do not resuscitate. And I would suggest that, at least in the United States, the minute you know that you are pregnant, you should immediately, look into last will and testament and life insurance. Don't wait. Don't wait. I did have last will and testament all straightened out, and shortly before I was gonna file it with the Register of Wills, which is what you're supposed to do. The last family member who could do anything for me in the case that something should happen or I pass away died. So everybody that I had listed passed away. So there goes some wasted time, money, and energy. That one, yep, all of them dead. Now, this is when I say, if I seem like a huge asshole to some people when I just stop listening about people bitching about their families, well, there's a reason for that. Okay? I would rather have some of them to bitch about than to not have them at all. Okay? Yeah, truth. This is how I'm feeling. I'm going to self-express. Okay? Also, right, X.com is blocking my ability to use my Department of Homeland Security no fear whistleblower protection and rights to do so on their platform. And they can't really tell me anything that I've actually done wrong. I want my account back. It is my intellectual property. I can't be cursed, by the way. No, that's just not. I heard the Terrifier. I got my Terrifier shirt on here. Just Art the Clown. All the lovely horror clowns. I know, I'm like, there's Pennywise and Art and a few others. But, I heard they're in a lawsuit. Hopefully that I've heard it's holding up production. Yeah, I don't have to listen to people bitch and complain about their families. Okay, because all I can do is just remind some of you and say to you, oh, here's some hard-hitting truth. Right. Okay, well, all of mine are dead, and I would rather have them around to complain about than to not have them around. Perspectives, ladies and gentlemen. Perspectives. So, I also have a bacterial infection, and my tremors and myoclonus muscle jerks are in this phase where it's actually interrupting my abilities to do certain things. At the beginning of this year, I had to make the decision to not renew my driver's license, and I loved driving. Driven hundreds of thousands of miles all over the place in a bunch of different vehicles. But again, safety first. So I decided that I give up my driver's license. That was a doozy. It took me a little while, but aside from the fact that I couldn't afford a vehicle, yeah, I can't take the chance that, if my foot shakes or I get a myoclonic jerk, accidentally stepping on the brake in the middle of doing something, or having issues while I'm driving. So, for safety's sake, I had to let go of my driver's license. And there's all these people, do what you love. I am. Well, that's if you have money and support. You see what I'm saying? So, okay, never ever tell sick people who have serious, life-altering, and likely, yes, diabetes usually ends in death. And, okay, so, anyway, yes, and there's no cure for anything else else that I've been diagnosed with either. Never, ever, ever tell sick people to smile. Okay? That is an asshole thing to do. Okay? Sick people are allowed to be grumpy. Sick people are allowed to be sick and sad and upset. People are allowed to do these things. Just truth. Truth, 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 and more truth. Okay? I'm not going to pretend for your comfort. You understand? You can kiss my ass. Also, any of the individuals out there, anybody out there who is online pretending to be a celebrity of any kind, particularly on X.com, who supports criminal activity, yes, you do. I can prove it in a court of law. You cannot shut me down. Yes, X.com. You support criminal activity. You suspend my account after I tell you it's already been hacked, but you let all the other imposters and the bullshit artists and everybody else committing crimes use your platform. Should have never changed it. Why any of you would listen to that man is beyond me. Well, you are starting to find out now. Can't say nobody warned you, because I did multiple times. Anyway, moving on. All those who are using the internet and pretending to be celebrities or anyone else who you are not online, except if you have a parody account and you're not slandering them horribly, and it's been made very, very clear that it's not the actual person. Okay, you're cursed. Right? We've done had it. Some of you people, some of you, hello, Green Day. Well, you're marked right now, Billy Joe. I remember 9/11 with precise detail. People remember Pearl Harbor. So whatever we have to do in these United States of America to make sure that those who are not vetted to be legally in this country are removed, because they will lie and they will manipulate, and you are all falling for it. And I disagree with you. You don't have the proper information. You don't have the need to know. And some of these people that are coming in here illegally, that you guys are all ooh ah. Yes, well, guess what? They're butting ahead in line of their own fellow freaking citizens who are doing it correctly through the United States government. I don't like my own fellow Americans who legally live here letting the riffraff and the shitbags and the manipulators and the liars into this country. You sad sacks. I don't give a shit who the fuck you are, rock and rollers. You're not gods to me, and I don't care who you are. If you don't like certain things about the way this country is, okay, tell me who's giving you the proper information. Who in the U.S. government do you know who has clearance, has been providing you with proper information as to what exactly is going on with immigration and other things? Yes, all of you, right, that's no one. The answer is no one. I'm answering that for you. If you don't like it, then leave the United States of America. Enough said. Yeah, I know. I don't care. I don't care. Care who you are. By the way, AI, right, intellectual property issues, AI is pretending to be other people. These are all things that are against the law, and most people didn't even want AI in the first place, and we should have had a choice. And also, AI makes a lot of mistakes, and none of us want it to be learning. And yes, and it gets into things that it shouldn't. I mean, who gave AI a security clearance? Who the fuck vetted AI? You people aren't that smart, and you're not that savvy. So get the fuck out of ICE's way and let them do their damn jobs. And the rest of you, rock and rollers, you fucking make music and shut your mouths.